So, what's happening in your market? Okay, folks, so I haven't made a market update video in quite some time, and we've been just watching what's happening in the market, interest rate wise, and with house pricing and things like that. And what we had hoped last year we would see is interest rates coming down in the fives, maybe even in the fours by this time in 2023, and it just hasn't happened yet. It goes back to something I tell clients a lot of times. I don't have a crystal ball. No one has a crystal ball. Nobody knows what's going to happen with the economy. Nobody can guarantee you a rate 10 days from now, 10 months from now, 10 years from now. There's just no way. So rates are staying, up a good bit. I'm not going to quote rates, but if you've been looking around, you've seen what rates are looking like, especially if you've talked to a loan officer who's in the know, someone like myself who is not going to blow smoke, is going to tell you exactly how things are for your given situation. The other thing that you need to know is the housing market. I know in some areas it's kind of leveled out a little bit, and some people are even seeing a little downturn in the housing market, meaning that prices are coming down, houses are staying on the market a little longer than they were. But we're a long, long way from being in a buyer's market. We are still very firmly in a seller's market. And from what I'm seeing, it's going to be that way for the foreseeable future. And it's that way in just about every price point you want to look at. So I've got clients that are looking in the sub 200,000 level who are going in looking at houses, putting in offers only to find out that 10 other people are offering on the same house. And a lot of times it's hard to get your offer accepted. And you hear that your agent comes to you and says, hey, if we're going to get this house, we need to go highest and best. And that's not just in that market. It's in the 300s, the 400s, the 500s, even up into the millions of dollars in homes. There is competition out there for these houses. So I know that's not particularly good news if you're a buyer, but what this should reinforce to you is if you're not already got a plan in place, like I talked about yesterday in my video, if you've not put a plan in place and budgeted for what you can afford before you go look at a house, you could possibly miss that house. And it's happened to my clients, a couple of my clients recently, who went out with a realtor before they talked to me, fell in love with a house, wanted to put in an offer, didn't have all their ducks in a row, weren't exactly ready to be pre-approved just yet. They had to do a few things. And while they were getting all their stuff together, the house went under contract and they lost the house. So you need to do yourself a favor. You need to do your homework. You need to do some planning. You need to know what your top dollar is going to be and what you can afford reasonably. And you need to go into the housing market with that in mind. I would suggest that you look for a house not on your very top tier of your price range, but maybe $15,000, $20,000 below whatever it is you think is your top. And then that gives you some room so that if you do get into a bidding war with someone, you can go up and offer a little more for that house. It does give you some room to move. So if you want to know more about these things, if you want to know what it takes to get pre-approved, if you want to know what's going on in the interest rates and in the housing market, I'd be glad to fill you in. My name is Eddie Sprouse. I'm your best friend in the mortgage business. My contact information is right up here. And like always, please like, follow, and share these videos. You may not be in the housing market. You may have just stumbled across my channel, but I bet you know someone that is. And this would be a great video for you to share with them. God bless you and have a great day.
Crazy.